Alright guys, hey, what's up? This is MagFed Stretch. I'm going to be talking about my AR100 body that I just got from MagFed Pro Shop. Before I talk about that, I'm going to show you what I'm coming from here. So this is my cut down body from my original EMF 100. So I cut a lot of stuff off of here to make it as light as possible, and it's really light, even with all this stuff on there. First thing that I'll talk about is how's the weight on this thing. Even though it definitely is heavier, when I shoulder it, I don't really notice it too much. Granted, I still got to get my scope on here, so that's going to be another factor for sure. Not as bad as I was fearing it would be. Another thing I'll talk about on this is I did have a little bit of issues getting the assembly correct. So basically, the top plug here that goes from the grip into this kept kind of moving around, so I'd get a slight leak. So something for users that might buy this, I reached out to Simon and he told me to go ahead and put the plug in the body first. So what I did is I held it upside down, I put the plug in there, and then I put the grip on top of that. And now I'm getting a really nice seal on here. Pretty much like plug and play. There's not really any modding you need to do. There's no special O-rings you need to worry about. You just take your bolt out, you put this bolt in, and then you attach the bottom there correctly, and it's good to go. It's got kind of like a little ping to it now that I associate with like markers with aluminum bodies. The T15, or also my old mill sig, it kind of reminds me of that. And that's what I'm doing here, is I'm actually going to try to rebuild my old mill sig. So I got this hand guard, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll be able to find a PDW kind of stock. And that kind of brings me to the back end here, which I wanted to talk to you about. This is just my opinion, but I was a little disappointed that I can no longer get this out with just my hands, that I need to use a tool. But I think ultimately what I want to do is try to run a stock adapter on the back here. Overall, my impressions of this body, it's worth the money. I've seen a few people kind of say the price seems outrageous, but when you look at the quality here, when you look at the machining, everything being anodized, everything fitting perfectly. I've owned a couple 3D kits. They're really great, but 3D kits you definitely need to work on. This is ready to go right out of the box. I also like the style, the detents here. They've got a cutout and it's nice and big, and it's definitely going to keep any paint from getting in there. One small thing I will say about this, chronoed my marker before. I was shooting round ball at about 265. When I put this in, it shot about 10 to 15 feet per second faster. So to me, that means I'm getting a little bit more efficiency. Might just be me, because I have a lock bolt. There's a little hole here. So I've always theorized that maybe I had air escaping out of there. That could be why I'm seeing more of an efficiency with it, but maybe some other people will do some testing. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world right now, but we're gonna keep working on it. We're gonna get it looking nice. Hopefully everybody else on ODSC will join the club, and when you see OD out on the field, we'll all have our AR100s out there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know this is quick. Life's crazy. Things are happening so fast. This is all the time I have to get it together. I hope you liked it. I hope you guys found this informative, and I hope you guys will go check this out over at magfedproshop.com. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, stretch out.